Hey Aries, how are you doing? Welcome to your December love reading for 2019. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year if I don't see you. I'll speak to you, I should say, again before then. Um, yes, this is for you if you have an Aries Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or Descendant. So you could be a Libra rising and find that this video could be very handy for you. So, because Aries does rule your 7th house. So yes, I'll go ahead and get started. So we've got the Prince of Wands for how your partner feels. Sorry, before I get started, I've actually got a different layout here to my usual layout. I just felt like changing things up and felt a bit guided. So yeah, I'm doing things this way. But we have got a row here for how your partner feels and a row for how you feel. Also, some more info at the top here, but it could also be quite interchangeable because it's for so many people. So the Prince of Wands here is talking about movement forward for your partner, being quite excited, definitely sexually driven to move forward towards you. This could be them just being very focused on you. It could be a Leo that you're dealing with as well. Leo could factor in quite importantly. Leo's come through quite a lot actually. Wow, there's like all Leo cards here. So it could be that your 5th house also is being aspected as well, possibly, at this time. Let me think. Not too sure. Yeah, maybe with Jupiter going through Sagittarius, it could be aspecting your 5th house quite a lot. So it's really lighting up your love life and relationships. There could be lots of breakthroughs in those areas. I can see here that we've got the Tower card as well. So yeah, there could be major breakthroughs. The Tower card can be positive or negative. But with it being surrounded by quite positive cards, I would say that it's probably quite good. It's quite a good breakthrough. These two cards will also talk about sex as well. So you could have quite an explosive sex life. In December, there could be a high sexual energy here. And this could be coming more from your partner. Your partner may want to introduce new things, especially with the Tower card being there. Things that maybe you never saw coming from this person. But I feel like whatever it is, it's going to be very, very good news. This person may be telling you that they love you, you know. I feel that you're going to have a very good time in the bedroom as well. I think this person finds you to be very satisfying when it comes to the sexual side of the relationship. There's a lot of passion here, a lot of love as well, a lot of tenderness, and a lot of emotional fulfillment. It could be that you're just very compatible when it comes to your sexuality and how you express yourselves sexually. They may very much like that. To the point where it's such a kind of positive experience that it actually causes healing here, I'm seeing. And it really allows you both to express yourselves very openly, especially with the Sun card being here. A real innocence of expression. So yeah, that looks pretty good, but it may come as a bit of a shock, as a bit of surprise, a bit of an eye-opener. Like you may see a different side to your partner, or your partner may see a different side to you, you know, that is very pleasing. It could be as well that you're just bucking some societal norms or trends, you know, and doing things your way. Like you're chucking everyone else out of the bedroom. Do you know what I mean? Like you're chucking everyone else out. Like, what are they even doing here? Like, we should do what we want to do, kind of thing. And it could be like completely different to what maybe has been the norm for you, but actually makes you very happy and makes your partner very happy even more so as this is their row. I feel even though there may be a strong sexual connection, this person's taking you quite seriously with the lust card here. I feel like they are trying their best to, the sex might be really good, but they also really, really like you. You know, they really, really do enjoy the experience with you because it's with you and because they may feel closer to you and they may feel like it's a very kind of nourishing and kind of a growth filled experience, and it's just really, really positive. I feel where they may have even had many other interests, this is a new thing that they're very focused on you and just you. um I feel they're being very honest about their desires for you as well. Really focusing on just you and actually using sex as a way to evolve the love connection, you know, which is great because it's like you actually are being honest. You know, that's what sexuality really should be about, right? It's about actually pure honesty with each other and that allowing the bond, you know, that connection there of honesty and openness. It should be quite a sacred thing, right? In the most highest evolved kind of way that it could be. So yeah, I feel like a partner may be being very brave about it as well as they approach you about this. Um, you seem to be experiencing this change. You're quite liking the idea, I think, of toying with new ideas, of expanding your options. At least there's something different. So there could have been a bit of boredom, maybe, or not really boredom, but just routine, you know. And I feel like you're really quite enjoying this. It's like you're unveiling a whole new level of your partner. Like you're seeing a whole nother side to them. So you're learning about them all over again, or learning about them all over again, but from a different angle, and actually gaining a lot of wisdom and even more security in the relationship. And it's actually quite fun. And with the Wheel of Fortune here, again, another major arcana, this could be the Jupiter energy that I was talking about, that could be aspecting your fifth house. That's really bringing in a lot of fun into your sex life, a lot of fun. Wherever fun is concerned, there's an expansion. You know, your sun could be aspecting Jupiter at this time, or it could just be the sun transiting Sagittarius. Oh no, sorry, that's Leo. But yeah, still, you know, transiting your Leo planets or your fifth house. So yeah, wow, really nice reading. Um, on a more serious note, the Wheel of Fortune talk about karma and you kind of being locked into a cycle of sorts and having to deal with karma, whether that be good or bad. But I'm seeing, yeah, I mean, it could be a case of, you know, this being a consequence of there maybe being so much routine or of there being too much of the same, that this was actually a very welcome kind of conversation or energy, that it was inevitable that it would get to this point. And I think that it's a very good thing. Again, we've got more energy here of this love and abundance and this new beginning, especially with regards to sexuality, instinct, and inspiration. So a lot of emotional fulfillment this month for you, Aries. And yeah, I feel like it's allowing you both to kind of enter into this new cycle. So it's actually giving the relationship longevity, I feel. in some ways as well. It's really kind of allowing it to kind of spiral to that next level with all these kind of new ideas that are coming in. So I think you're on an upswing, you know, so that's good. And then we've got the Seven of Wands here and the Magician card. So the Seven of Wands talks about it's that soldier energy, you know, it's that I'm not going to give up kind of energy for me, or fighting for what you believe in. That's really what the card is, sorry. So yeah, again, it's about fighting for what you believe in, not listening to other people. Maybe there'll be some secrets as well. Maybe you'll be doing things that you wouldn't talk to other people about, you know, for your own benefit, with the Seven of Wands here. And there could be lots of conversations that you have with your partner about this, and it could be quite secretive conversations that you might not talk to everyone about, you know. But this is a case of standing up for what you believe in. And it could be that you're having to maybe also be sure about what it is, what your limits are, what your preferences are, what your concerns are, maybe about this new information that's coming in. And it's important for you to be honest and frank here with the Sun card. The Magician card also lets me know that you do hold a lot of power in this situation, that actually you have a lot of leverage here. And that really you can make of it whatever you want. Okay, so you can make of the situation whatever it is that you want. And again, Mercury rules this card, so we are talking about you being clear in your communication, being very clear in your communication with this person, and being explicit and saying what it is that you want and what you don't want. But yes, you have a lot of power. This person's very, very attracted to you, and that's giving you leverage. And you know, you just need to be sure of what it is that you are defending. It's got to be heart-based here with the Leo card. Okay. So we've also got, so yeah, Spirit really wants you to know that, you know, Leo, look at your Leo energy, please, you know. Yeah, Spirit is saying that. So yeah, we are looking at secrets, going against the norm here as well. That could be this card, doing things behind closed doors, that maybe keeping secrets. Any secrets that I think have been are going to be coming out as well. Okay, regardless, there's going to be a real kind of opening up here with each other in December. Okay, your partner's going to be brave about some sort of passion that they have, and it's going to give you options. It gives you options. Okay, and this could just be someone who maybe hasn't told you that they like you, and they finally come out and tell you, yeah, you know, I actually do like you. But they may say it to you in a way as, I just think you're really hot. You know, and they may say to you, you know what, I really want to do this with you. They may be really honest with you. It could come as a shock, and it's like the ball's in your court. Well, what are you going to do? There's that scenario as well. There's so many scenarios, to be honest with you, Aries, but this is the energies I'm picking up. This is the kind of theme I'm picking up. Yeah. So with the Queen of Swords here, the Queen of Swords often she can be very blunt when she's ready, you know, but she can also be quite protective and defensive. She can also have a great sense of humor as well. So it could be that you're being advised here to know your own mind with the Queen of Swords. But yeah, be ready to make tough decisions. Be ready to cut people out. Again, this is about, I feel, cutting out other, being ready to kind of say, no, this is what I think. Defending your own happiness as well. However, whatever, that may mean upsetting people. But the Queen of Swords is like, well, it's better to be standing in my truth than to be standing in a lie and make everyone else happy. Like she just couldn't do that. So I feel that you are standing in your truth in some way as well. You may also be demanding information here. You could feel, you could have an intuition that, or just figure it out as like logically, intuitively to think something is not being said here. And you could start demanding the truth and demanding justice. The Queen of Swords is also a reminder to you to ensure that justice is served in this situation. That this isn't all about the other person as well. That this, you have to be a little bit strong in what you think and what you believe. Okay. But again, I'm seeing you that you have leverage in this situation. You seem to have more power here. It's you that's wanted. Especially with the Six of Wands here, we are seeing this success, this appreciation, people wanting you, people paying attention to you. And then we've got Jupiter, Leo. So I really am getting this. I really would encourage you to watch your astrology forecast. I think there's so many good astrologers out there, that you can pick up on YouTube. I think Stormy Grace is really good. The Leo King is really good, but then he doesn't really focus too much on signs. The Peace Dealer, he's pretty good. So many, Barbara Goldsmith, Nadia, I forgot her name. There's another lady with red hair, I always forget her name, but she's pretty good. And there's another one, I forgot her name. She's got black hair and she always wears a hat. But yeah, there's really good astrologers out there, like so many good ones. I can't remember them all. Lada Astrology, she's quite good. So I definitely would watch the Aries one for December, maybe for 2020, to see how Jupiter is affecting your 5th house, especially if you have, your rising in Aries, or you have planets in Leo and you're in Aries. I feel like this is really speaking to those people, that there's a lot of changes and that's going to be happening there that may not happen again or come around again for another, I think, 12 years. Jupiter stays in the one sign for a whole year, I think, usually, and then it moves. So you will never kind of have this same aspect for another 12 years. And it could be why Spirit is like, oh, please, it may not be the end of the world, but I think it's really worth bringing to your attention that this is something that might not happen again for like 12 years. So just to let you know, this is available for you if you want it. It's that kind of thing. So yeah, I definitely would encourage that, because I've seen a lot of Leo here, and that's your 5th house and Jupiter. So, and it actually ends with Jupiter in Leo here. This is the Jupiter in Leo card. Or Jupiter with the Leo aspect in Leo. So yeah, you will definitely be getting a lot of attention, a lot of opportunities, and it'll be up to you to really decipher who made the cut and who didn't. As well, if you are single with options, you could have a lot of surprises, people coming out and saying, saying they like you never even saw it coming, but they may really very much like you and be very much in love with you, even on a friendship level, be very much in love with you, and you may not even see it. If this person could just adore you from a distance, possibly, and then suddenly come out of it and say, you know what, I would like to see where this could go. And then we've got the Six of Swords here. So we're looking at movement forward, especially mentally. So if there's been any rough times mentally, you're definitely moving out of that. You're finding solutions to those problems. However, this situation that I've described and the energies that are available to you, and definitely in terms of like options, more options being available to you, and even new experiences that maybe you never saw coming, maybe a new person, maybe a new sexual experience, or whatever it is, this new thing or awareness that you have that comes in from somebody else will actually expand your mind and will actually make you think a lot more out of the box than you have, and will actually make you feel a lot less stressed somehow. I don't know how, but it will, with the Six of Swords. And then we've got this exciting, passionate, more intuitive, I would say, an inspirational new beginning that is going to be available to you in the month of December. So yeah, pay close attention to the Leos out there, most definitely if you're single. Okay, so we've got the Five of Cups underneath here. So this talks about the past. And maybe I feel like you're getting over some of your past hurdles. Yeah, but the Ten of Swords as well, and the King of Wands. I feel like this month you will be able to see clearly and put into perspective the hurts of the past and start to focus on what's going to be happening in your future. Okay, there'll be a lot of clarity this month, and I think it'll be a lot of good news, a lot of good kind of clarity, although it may still be shocking. Okay, yeah, I had a feeling that card was going to come out. All right, so I feel like you'll be meeting someone if you're single. I feel like you'll be meeting someone who's going to help you get out of a rut. Okay, you may have felt abandoned in the past with the Five of Cups as well. You may have gone through a period where there weren't many options, or you felt kind of misunderstood and on your own. But you're definitely going to be, I think, moving out of that. It's going to be very important for you, Spirit is saying, to imagine a positive outcome in all of your situations, to focus on that and to manifest that, okay? You may also be asked, Spirit is saying, to look at why those things happened, and maybe try to be very honest with yourself and ask yourself, why did those things happen? What part did I play? What part did they play? How has that helped me become the person I am today? How has it affected my now? You know, you could be thinking like that, or you could be advised to kind of think like that, the whole why question to your situation. And again, if you are being offered something that is completely new, maybe avant-garde, and you are thinking about saying yes or no, the question is to ask yourself, well, why do I want to say no? Or why do I want to say yes? Why do I want to get involved here? And that should then, you know, clarify your motives, and then you can justify whether or not it's something that you want to give energy to or not. Yeah, so then we've got the Yang card at the base of the deck. Again, a new beginning. It's like the Ace of Wands here, really. This new beginning, this fresh new start, this need to be brave, this need to take action as well. And to speak up and to speak your truth is going to be quite important as well. To be a leader in some aspect, in some way as well, even if it's just leader within yourself, your own leader. So let's look at a why, number 31. So it says here, motives driving intention, the power of knowing the why. So it could also be questioning other people's motives as well, could also help you gain an understanding of the situation more clearly. So that could actually be what's coming to light here. You could be starting to understand someone else's motives as well. You know, that could come to light. You know, and it could be more sex focused than anything else. And that could you could then come to ask yourself, okay, so what are my standards? But you have leverage in the situation, it's up to you. But with the Ten of Cups here, it's saying that this person like is really, really happy with the sex, like really happy. And that could be what the most important thing is to them, is that aspect of the relationship where maybe you thought that it was maybe a bit deeper than that, or but with the Strength card here, though, I'm seeing a certain amount of virtue. So I think this person, either they do kind of let you know that sex is so important, it's what they're really focused on. I think they don't see it as a bad thing, you know. They see it as, I think, a virtuous thing, and it's okay, and um, it's okay to make it the most important thing, you know. But it says here, there is great power in understanding your motives right now. The oracle asks you to be very clear about why you're asking this question, looking for this answer, behaving in this way, and most important, making this choice. Knowing your why is the key to fulfillment. When you are clear about it, your intention will be a magnet for miracles. I get a sense of miracles, to be honest. Like the Wheel of Fortune and the Tower card is like, okay, anything can happen, and the Sun card as well is like, yeah, and Jupiter being being so uh, playing such a pivotal role this month for you, especially. I feel that yeah, miracles really could happen. And the Magician card is saying you have so much power in your hands. You need to just ask yourself what you want to do, figure out why you want to do it. Once you're happy with it, go for it. You know what I mean? So it says, when you are clear about it, your intention will then be a magnet for miracles. Motives define the nature of your experience. When you think about something, feel it, and then act on it, this visible why is the life force energy within the seed, which brings it to life and holds the potential for growth. So yeah, the motives define the nature of your experience. The motives will define the nature of your experience. You know, I think the motive of this person, or the motive maybe of you, is love, is the Ten of Cups. So if the motive of this person is positive, but that they've just got a strong sex drive or whatever, then, but their motives is love. That may be how they express themselves, or maybe that's how you express yourself. You know, maybe that's your language, is the whole touchy feeling, physical connection and exploration of sex and honesty in that for you is love. So, or is a major aspect of loving someone. So again, it is important to kind of look at the motives and take it from there. So I'll just read the relationship message before I go. So it says, we don't always know why we engage in our relationships in the way that we do, mostly because our feelings aren't always logical. Now is the time to reorganize whether you are being triggered by someone else or if your behavior is motivated by unresolved issues in the past. That will be the Five of Cups. So when you ask yourself, why am I feeling like this and why did I say that, and spend some time in introspection, the answers may be surprising. Listen to the messages from your intuition, from the knowing deep within you. What does it tell you about yourself and others? In the end, life is all about being loved. Miracles and a deep understanding of your needs and how to get them met are the very treasures of why. Uncover them by exposing the most powerful question you can ask yourself and your partner today, which is why. So yeah, I'm going to end the reading there. I think that pretty much says it all. I love you all. Take good care, and I'll see you next month. All right, bye.